Hi guys, how's it going? So today I just wanted to have a look at something. Just a little idea that I still am with. It's all about harvesters today. And you know how most of us, we do these kind of really crazy and really functional harvesters for rock and wood and everything else. I was wondering why we don't do things a little simpler. And I'll show you what I mean. I'll use fonts harvesting, whatchamacallit, cutting bit for this example. So we'll be using this, but it will also work with the standard stuff as well. So I'll build what I'm trying to show you with this first, and then I'll go into using the standard stuff. And this is basically what we're going to turn into our harvesting vehicle. It is literally a four-wheeled drive, gas-powered malarkey with a resource collector on the back. And currently we don't have any way to harvest all the goodies from it. But this is where this little idea came from, I guess. So because of the shape of Font's gear, it enables us to do kind of funky little things. So I'm going to just run a little system like this out here. And we'll probably put another one here, actually. And all I'm going to do is run sort of just lengths off of this. So these are just going to be like free rotation bearings. These are just going to pivot as is. And then we're just going to come off of them like this. With a couple of these. I'm stuck under the wheel. There we go. Yeah, we won't need that one. There we go. So I'm just going to bring these out here. Like so. And then we're simply going to just put these bad boys on here. He says badly. Like this. That's pretty much all that there's going to be. I'm going to do one this side. And we're just going to throw this in here. Like so. And we'll put this one in here. And this one in here. So it might not look like fantastically neat, but you guys will understand. And we're going to run these off of a controller. And we're going to run this off of a button. Nice and simple. Button to controller. Button to seat. Then controller to these bearings. Now, it won't matter which way we rotate these bearings, but I like to rotate it that way. So it's going to go kind of back on itself, inwards. Do I? Yeah. I like to have it against the flow. So we're all like that. So then we'll run over here. We'll put these as plus, 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 plus. We'll whack this up to there and go loop. And it's kind of... That's it. That's simple. But what this is going to let me do, as you'll see, because fonts cutting discs are universal, it means that we can do trees, and it means that we can do rock. So we can just trundle over to a tree over here. We can cut the tree. The tree will fall down. Awesome stuff. And yeah, we can just drive on in and line it up. We can just get the stump, run it over as we push it around everywhere. And you get the point, okay? Now, the whole point of these rotating as they do, I might actually turn them around because we seem to be doing more pushing than we are actually cutting. So we'll flip them the right way around. So they're drawing stuff into us. So we're like this. Okay. Now, the whole point, whole idea of just putting them on a free rotating bearing in the middle over there is because when we get to the rock structures, everybody hates these rock nodes because they are on... Like, they're always on a hill, and it always makes it difficult. So people always come up with these big, elaborate kind of machines that can just do stuff. Whereas if you just have it on a free rotating bearing, you can see it there. It just rides up with the hill. Always stays low to the ground. Boom. Hits the thing. Eventually they'll fall down again. And we're able to kind of... We're not beaten by the fact that it's on a hill. You see what I'm saying? So it's simple... But it works. There's no need to raise or lower any of the machinery or any fancy gubbins like this. And honestly, you don't need as many bearings set up as what I do. I've just got it set up in 3 different things because what that means is that they'll follow the shape of the terrain. So if, for example, one side of my wheels is going up, the other side stays flat, it means that there's always going to be kind of a blade in contact with the ground. So I should always be able to harvest rocks. Now, like I say, I am using modified things in order to do this. But you can do this with the normal saw blades. This isn't something that's only limited to modified machinery. You can do this with the normal saw blades, and you can do it with the normal drill. And I'll show you with the saw blade first and then the drill first, because with the drill especially, there's a little tweak that you have to do. It's nothing too drastic, but it just makes things a little bit easier for you. So we're going to take all these off so that we can use the normal. We'll do the normal blade first. So this bad boy. So it's a similar thing. If you're using the normal ones, you might find that you want to bring these out a little bit more. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get rid of that middle one completely for using the normal one. So we just got the two. And what we can do is we'll put some both inside and both outside. So we're here, and then again, it's just a little case of using however many you want to use. You don't have to use thousands. You could space them with a block. You know, you don't have to do the entire thing like this. It's just my preference, if you like. So again, we'll link those bearings because we've now moved those bearings up. Link them up to the controller. We'll have them rotate so that they come towards us, so that they're pulling everything in. And then we'll come into the controller, run this all up to 360 max speed and put it on loop. Jump in, jump on, away we go. So again, it's the exact same thing. As we get towards stuff, trees and whatnot, we'll turn us on. It'll nibble away. And because they're two free swinging arms, it means that we can ride up with any sort of terrain that we come across. So if there's anything that's on some sort of hills or something, it's able to follow the curvature of the land, but always stay in contact, so that we'll always have some cutting propulsion, if you like, some cutting method. I can't say I've seen many people use something as simple as this to do it. I don't know why that is. Free swinging arm means that there's always going to be something in contention with the ground, which is great for us. And so, if you want to do this with the normal drill, you will have to have a slight modification, because obviously the drills are a little bit different, just simply because of the way that they work. So what I do when I'm using the drill, boom, 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 take that one out. You'll see I've put a bearing a little bit further back. So what the point of that is we're going to run a little wheel on it. So this wheel is going to keep the drill sort of off the ground. So the idea is, ideally, you want to come off here. So you're coming off kind of level with the wheel for the drill. I think it's there. Might get away with that. Might get away with it. Might foul. It might not. But you'll see what I'm saying. You guys understand. And then we run those to the controller. Bada bing, bada boom. I keep the wheels as free spinning wheels as well. There's no need to power them. You can if you really want to, but honestly, there's no need to power the wheels at the front. They are literally like a kind of like a jockey wheel. It's just there to keep these guys off the ground, because without them, they would hit the ground and it'd be no fun for anybody. But we'll just trundle over to this rock node that's just next to us over here. We'll turn us on, swing it in, and yeah, it just means that they stay, like I say, in contention with the ground. So any kind of underground nodes that are there or anything like that, they will get, or they should get anyway. And it just means that they're always there. If the rock node is kind of up a hill, they'll be able to run up the hill. But they'll stay sort of on the ground. It keeps it nice and low, and it's something that I've not seen people do. People always have fancy machinery and, like I say, really well built vehicles and stuff to get what you need to get out of the rocks. But you don't need to. You don't need to like crawl up to get above the rock node. You can literally have something that will just drive up and over the rock node that's on the hill. We'll go back to the first one that we showed you. So again, you can see that it's on the hill. As we go up to it, the little kind of jockey wheel that's near the drill follows the curve, keeps everything in connection with the land, and yeah, it nibbles away at the bottom of the rock, nice and easy, not too bad at all. We do get stuff like this where the weight of it bounces it up, but just a little bit of backwards and forwards and you'll get it back down again, and just go in and nibble it away. There's no need to have really kind of over the top or really well thought out designs when simplicity does the job for you. I just thought I'd sort of show you guys this. Like I say, it's not something that I've seen much of. I've really not seen anybody just run it off a bear, and if they are out there and then they do run something like this, honestly I've not seen it in kind of big style videos or anything like that. Most people, like I say, always have some really crazy design, and yeah, everybody's design works, don't get me wrong, but for those of us who might not be so creatively minded, or you know, have a great mindset of how to do stuff like this just shows you guys that sometimes the basic stuff is just as effective. You'll get the results that you want out of doing things in a very simple way. I just thought I'd show the masses, as you like. You guys are pretty awesome. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again next time. Take it easy and bye for me. Peace out. Bye, guys.